Hi everybody, this is Janet Wright and this is a recap video where I tell you in detail what I did in today's group energy healing. Today is September 19th, 2017, and this is, I think, my first recap recording that I'm doing indoors. I figured it might be a little more relaxing for me, and so I know there's no nature scenery for you guys, but I hope you forgive me. And that's my cat Smokey right there. Mokey Moo. And then this is my cat Zen in my lap. So I'm going to show you Zen. Hi Jennifer. Hi baby girl. So I'm going to be hanging here with two of my cats and of course my dog. So today's healing was the third of the set of 3 healings. This healing was for 39 people in 4 countries and 5 kids. So hi kids and hi everybody. And in the first of the 3 healings, we cleared fear, and then we cleared fear and guilt in the last one. The second one on the 17th of September 2017, and this one we stuck with fear and guilt, we stuck with clearing fear and guilt, and we also added, just as a finishing touch, finale, free will and mindful decision making. So mindful action, mindful thoughts, mindful, deciding like what you're going to do versus just letting people pull you and push you in different directions, or being controlled by your fear or by guilt from past lives or whatever. So, because I figure, if you clear all that fear and guilt, then what's going to drive you? What's going to, your conscious mind, right? Your free will, yay! So that's sort of the finale touch, is a little bit extra about free will and mindful choices and decisions and actions, which we got by a little extra 7th chakra healing and a little extra healing of the creative rings, 3 gold creative rings that you have above your head, like little gold rings, kind of like an angel halo, but 3 of them like directly above your 7th chakra. So today's healing was 24 minutes long. Usually they're about 20 minutes. And for starters, of course, we did grounding, and but we did it in a new way that we kind of did throughout the healing, and it worked nicely. We did the earth energy soak, where you bring the grounding all the way up to the top of the aura. That was like an earth energy soak, but then at red, and then at orange, and then at yellow. So a tricolor earth energy soak. And we kept the grounding at yellow for the rest of the healing. And I felt like that, particularly when I did it at the end, because I walked everyone through that right towards the end, I felt like that cleared a lot out of the grounding. Which makes sense because you release different things at different vibrations. So something that might be stuck at red isn't stuck at yellow, or vice versa. Then I, with everybody's grounding at yellow, I just double checked and helped people clear rugs from their grounding. So go ahead, do that. Imagine a copy of your grounding out in front of you, and a nice 3D miniature copy, so that at the top is your 3rd chakra and at the bottom is the center of the earth. And of course that's a mini copy. And then just comb through it with gold light from your hands. So your hand chakras generate gold light, particularly if you open them up more, they generate more. And then your fingertip chakras too, they all generate energy. They have round openings, and you just open them up with your mind so that they generate more. And then just use that to comb through the copy of your grounding and just melt away with the gold light any hardness, any like rocks or boxes or any hard things in your grounding, because you just want it to be like a big yellow waterfall right now. And then the rugs at the bottom, those would be the flat energy blocks right before the center of the earth. So just check for those. I have about 5 rugs. So I'm going to use gold light and melt those away. Check for how many that you have at the bottom of yours and just get a sense of it. You know, if you don't really like intuiting the exact number, it's no big deal. Just, you know, get a sense of those flat energy blocks at the bottom if there are any, and just use gold light and just soak those energy blocks so that, you know, bit by bit they all just break down and melt down. And then once they're all gone, then you have an even better downward flow, a stronger flow, because the center of the earth can pull better that way, pull down all the energy that you're trying to let go of anyway. So we cleared the rugs, and then, ooh, this is fun. Then we combed through the very top and the very bottom of the aura, like all 7 layers, right? So you have 7 layers to your aura. If you need to learn more about that, my 3-video Sept, 7 chakras, aura layers flow is fabulous for that. Again, that's a 3-video set. 7 chakras, aura layers flow. Viewable for free now on YouTube, on my channel. Janet Wright Readings. Anyway, so just comb through this. So go ahead, imagine like you could do what I did. At first I did both of them at the same time, you know, combing down here and combing upward here. And then I just did this by itself, and then I just did this by itself. I just kind of played around a little bit. I mean, yeah. Not playing like messing people up, but yeah. So just do it for yourself. So imagine a small copy of your whole aura out in front of you. So your aura should be, you know, this big bubble that you're in, right? And so just comb through the very bottom and the very top, you know, below your legs or your feet, depending on what your leg position is, you know, below your body, let's say, and then above your body, you know, and just comb through. Oh, la, 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 la. So, that is so nice. So just let the gold light sort of, it's like the compression and the stuck energy kind of shoves you in, you know, like makes you in this tight bubble. And if you go like this, you kind of like untighten it all. You kind of melt away that sort of, you know, the resistance and the hardness. So then you can kind of breathe again, and you don't feel so like overwhelmed or, you know, rushed or scared or whatever. You know, it just lets everything flow better, and then you release better. Oh, I love doing that. Okay, so then, oh yeah, of course. Then we did a little bit with I help people with the back of their aura, the whole back of their aura, because, you know, it can get kind of mushed. And also aura repair, particularly in the back here. And, you know, I do that a lot, but people, I don't know, you know, if you don't heal the rips and tears in your aura every day, you might want to. I mean, you know, that's like sort of, because I'll hear on people's surveys, they'll be like, oh my God, the day of the healing, I felt great all day, except at night when I got really crabby. It's like, well, when you got crabby, like right before then, someone, you know, made a big rip in your aura back here, or a big rip in your aura over here, you know? And so if you just regularly, you know, particularly if you have like a random fast change in mood, you know, it's definitely, if you could try to train yourself, okay, giant change in mood, I'm gonna heal my aura for a second, something just happened. You know, so anyway, let's do that. So imagine a copy of your aura out in front of you, and then you just hunt for rips and tears, basically. So just gold light through the whole thing, and just imagine, go ahead and imagine one somewhere, a rip or a tear somewhere, because you probably have a little one. And if you can't find any, then imagine like a hard chunk of energy in your aura. And if you don't think you have any rips and tears and you don't have any stuck energy in your aura, you're not correct. I'm just saying. So, I mean, if you want to believe that your energy works that way, God bless, you know? But I am not your healer then, because I will not support your fantasies. Anyway, so gold light, just comb through your aura, the real copy of your real aura, not like perfect fantasy you that doesn't have anything going on. And just comb through it, and just, you know, any hard energy that's messing with your flow, or any rips and tears for sure, and just wash them out with gold light. And again, you know, if you have 30 seconds to do this every day, then that's how long it takes. If you have 5 minutes, you know, maybe that's a little better, but I mean, you know, don't not do it just because you only have 30 seconds. So anyway, so just the top of your aura, again, like get it nice and poofy and flowy, gold light. And then behind your back, chances are, like, what happens is your outer layers, even when they are nice and whole now, they're probably, you know, like 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you know, like 3, 2, 1, or like 2, 1, or just one is like flat, you know, like the others might have some nice flow and presence, but then one of them is probably like, you know, really skinny. So just poof them out. And actually that gets me to what I did next. Because I did notice that people had, you know, like the innermost layers were more compressed. And what that is, well, hard blocked energy in the back of these layers, but also that means probably that these chakras aren't generating enough energy. First is for safety and financial abundance. And so like courage, so you don't worry. Second is emotional stability and wellness. Third is time management and getting things done and sleeping well. And fourth is self-care and self-love and motivation, positivity. So anyway, so what I did was one at a time, I just helped these chakras expand. 4, 3, 2 below the belly button, and 1 at the base of the spine. Just so that, and if you want to know more about chakras, I have Psychic Chakras 101, Psychic Chakras 201. Those are good, very good. But then that newer one, the 7 Chakras Aura Layers Flow, is a 3-video set. That's also good. But anyway, so I helped. So let's do that now. Just imagine 4, 3, 2, 1 out in front of you. So from your heart chakra all the way down to the base of your spine, and your chakras. I'm going to use a demo, and it's empty this time, so I won't spill. Yay! So this is sort of a rough estimate of a chakra shape, right? It's a cylinder, and this should be open in the back, but it's a coffee mug, so it's not. But imagine with me, if you will. So how open this is, that's how open the other end is too, right? And one end is a little bigger than the other, which is accurate. And so obviously it's too big. Doesn't even fit for my throat chakra, you know. So maybe this is like, I don't know, it's you know, 3 times too giant, you know. But but anyway, this is the basic idea. So it's in here, but bigger opening in the front and slightly less big opening in the back, right? So energy flows in the front, spins around, and flows out the back, and you know, on down. So just imagine a whole bunch of these cylinder shapes, and your copy out in front of you can be as big as you want it to be. So it could be literally this size. So you imagine like wong, 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 whole bunch of chakras out in front of you. So a copy of your real chakras. So not like, oh, I'm perfect, I have no energy blocks chakras. So 4, 3, 2, 1 out in front of you, and just unblock the back. So it's not like my coffee mug and all blocked up in the back. You want it to be flowy, flowy, flowy out the back, like an open fire hydrant maybe. And just unblock the back of all the chakras, 4, 3, 2, 1. I mean, you could do all of them, but I did 4, 3, 2, 1 for people because I felt like those were the ones that needed to be supersized. If you supersize them, that's my official term, by the way. So, but when you expand a chakra with gold light and your intention, then it gets bigger, literally, and it makes more energy, which is good. Because as it makes more energy, it's more flow, so then it's like a big spiritual dishwashing machine, kind of, and then, you know, it knocks out all the blocked energy, scrubs it out, right? So just expand 4, 3, 2, 1, and this is technically you're expanding your physical body chakras 4, 3, 2, 1, although you could do it for your spirit chakras. You could do both with your intention. Just expand your spirit and your body chakras 4, 3, 2, 1. So they're as big as you need them to be. And if you do the rainbow color system, then 4 is green, and 3 is yellow, and 2 is orange, and 1 is red, because it's like a rainbow. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, blue, purple. So anyway, so just expand 4, 3, 2, 1, and keep them open in the front and the back. Nice and big. There you go. And then go ahead and just comb a little bit more the back so that you don't have a lot of hardness back there, because you don't want neck tension, you don't want back tension, you want to clear it, right? So that's big and flowy and beautiful. And that will help so much. And don't forget your aura goes down here too. So get that nice and flowy also, right? And of course under here. And then I did all the chakras, 7 through 1. 7 is oriented differently, so it's up this way, except obviously it's, well, maybe not obviously, but since 6 is right here, then 7 is in here, and they're not like in each other's way. So 6 goes from front to back, and then 7, like spatially, is actually kind of small, but it's super powerful. So, but anyway, so imagine all 7 of your chakras out in front of you, and 7 is oriented this way, but then 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 are oriented this way. So just imagine them, and they don't have to be in any kind of detail. And even if you see all black, it doesn't matter, because with your intention, you're like, okay, this is a copy of all my 7 chakras out in front of me. Okay, so just with your intention, you don't have to see it, right? But if you want, just touch gently your 6th chakra and just relax. And that could open up your 6th chakra a little more, which is how you see. But honestly, it takes a while for you to see energy, even like a 1/10 of the way people think they should see it. Like this one time, this client's like, since my husband's an artist, she's like, oh, you should have your husband paint pictures of how you see energy. And I'm like, yeah, except it looks like, it would look like grayscale mud most of the time. I mean, you know, it's not like, you know, vivid colors the way I see. It's, you know, it's sort of like shadows and shapes, and you intuit the color. I mean, sometimes I do see color, but it's more like in my mind, I know what color it is. It's not like as vivid as everyone idealizes it and thinks it should be. Because the point is not to see beautiful images. The point is it's a means to an end. It's a way to live your life to the fullest, okay? So the reason we're clearing blocked energy in the chakras is to be more present, is to enjoy your life more. It's all about life enjoyment. It's not to have perfect chakras. Who cares how perfect your chakras are, right? It's just that the better they are, the more present you are, the more you can do what you're here to do. Okay, so just gold light through all your chakras, and with your intention, just have the gold light unblock the chakras. And so for 7th chakra, that's top and bottom, unblocking the top and the bottom. And for 6 through 1, that's unblocking the front and the back. And then just surround 6 through 1 with gold light, because it can get like weird stuff around the outside also. So just gold light around the outside of 6 through 1. And just relax, let the gold light do the work. There you go, very nice. So then, that was the first 10 minutes of the healing. So, then I'm gonna take a tea moment here. Do I see Zen again on my lap? Let's see. Zen, hi! Hi, Jennifer! Pokemo. Oh, he has his back facing us. He's like, yeah, whatever, Mom. You're talking too loud for my nap. Okay, cool. So, creative rings are 3 gold rings above your head. 1, 2, 3. So like 1 and 2 are pretty much in your first layer of your aura, unless your first layer is like all, you know, cramped. But if your first layer is nice and big and flowy, then first ring and second ring are probably in your first layer, and then third creative ring, the top one is probably in your second layer of your aura. And since they are, you know, they're round gold rings, unless you have lots of energy blocks glommed all over them, then they're the color of the blocked energy. But you need them unblocked, you need them clear, because then they generate gold creative energy and creative inspiration and send it down to your 7th chakra, which helps you with life. So that's why you want them that way. And you come and go through your 7th chakra, you know, when you go to sleep and when you wake up. And also, you know, your 7th chakra needs to send energy directly up through the creative rings. So if they're blocked, then there's all this weird, inconvenient detouring that you're doing around your 7th chakra to get around, you know, this big bunch of energy blocks right there. So, so at that time, the angels picked a sample person and they're like, what does she need? And then I looked and I'm like, oh, she's okay here. She's okay here now. She's okay here now. She's in all her chakras, but ooh, look at those creative rings. They're all blocked. So that's what we did next. So I did them actually one at a time. Like sometimes I'll do, well, at first I looked, because some people had them like smashed, because you can have, you know, there's supposed to be rings, 3 rings. But if someone really gets you good with like a bunch of energy, they just throw it at you, the rings kind of shatter. So they're still there, but you know, they have like different breaks in them. So maybe about 25% of the participants had some level of breakage, you know, in their creative rings, and then the other 3/4 did not, but they just had some energy blocks in and around them. So that was kind of fun. The angels had me like, you know, for one group to heal them, you know, for like maybe 25-30 seconds in the other group. So first I helped the people that literally had breakage in their creative rings. So just imagine your 3 rings out in front of you and just see, like, are there little breaks in them, or there could be little scratches and stuff that don't belong there. Like I have some little scratches on my top one and my bottom one. My middle one too, not as many though. But I don't actually have breaks, but you may have breaks, or you may just have scratches that don't belong there. So you can just imagine all 3 at once, because that's what I did at this point. And so just, again, gold light from your hands, just open up with your intention, your hand chakra more, and your fingertip chakras, and just with your intention, gold healing energy, generate gold healing energy with these energy centers, and just comb through the copy of the 3 creative rings that you have out in front of you, your 3 creative rings. And just, you know, first of all, just use enough gold light so any rips, any like actual breakage in them heals up, and then any cracks or scratches heal up. Whew. So mine are healing up, which actually is making my stomach relax, because it's bringing me more into my chakras, including my first chakra and second chakra. So again, it just shows you that like there's a big chain reaction. But if you're not super present, you won't physically feel it like I just did. Doesn't mean you don't need the healing. It means you actually need to do all this stuff even more. You know? Although unfortunately, when people don't feel immediate results, they're like, oh, it didn't work, which is not true. So just keep doing it. Just surround them in gold light. Let the gold light just kind of get absorbed by the gold creative rings. And you may have like little energy blocks in them, you know, so it's like maybe like paper, you know, or hard books or bricks, you know, in the middle of the creative rings. So, and again, you can always upgrade your abilities and probably find more energy blocks there. So there's no perfect. There's nothing, I mean, don't kid yourself. You know, you want to clear enough for you at this time so that you don't clear too much, but you're also optimizing your growth and you're optimizing your life, right? So again, there's no perfect. Just clear some blocked energy. It's all right. There is no state of perfection. So just gold light and just wash away any blocked energy that you're ready to clear that's in the middle of these gold rings. That's nice. So that allows your 7th to work much more easily because it's got to shoot energy up through those rings. And so, and then plus the rings, the more whole and healed they are, the more that they send down the good creative inspiration energy into your 7th. So it's a nice feeling. I recommend it. So that is something that you could do every day if you want, you know, particularly if you want creative inspiration. And you want not to be overwhelmed too, because often I think when people are overwhelmed, maybe their creative rings have breakage in them, or just cords, energy cords from other people going into those creative rings, like, you know, funneling in all sorts of overwhelming energy that actually I saw during the healing. That some people had that, and that's common, you know. I'll find it in myself. Somebody will be cording in there going, and then I'm like, oh, I feel wired, what's going on, you know. So and then I just did the same thing, but I did the top creative ring a little extra and then the middle creative ring a little extra. The middle one I think is interesting. You could like sort of loosely think of those 3 rings as body, mind, spirit. I think to some extent, I mean, the sort of symbolic body, mind, spirit, the 3 rings right there. So the mental ring, the middle one, the more you clear that one, it sort of like takes things off of your mind, you know, like let's see, for me, if you just imagine your middle creative ring, just the middle one out in front of you, a copy of it, and just make it bigger, you know, because it's not like that big, you know, but you can make it that big, your copy, and just, like I have some energy blocks around doing tax forms because I still have some tax forms I have to fill out. And so it's like, I gotta do them. So that's not gonna help me actually do them. It's gonna just stress me out the whole time I'm not doing them. So just melt away any, they can look like hard pieces of paper, almost like stretched out over the ring like a drum, you know? Like the skin, like skin on a drum. Just melt away the energy blocks on that middle ring to take stuff that's sort of weighing on your mind, to melt that off. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, then basically what we did after that was some blanket exercises. Yay. So I think quickly I am going to demo those. Well, maybe one of them. Okay, so the blanket exercises we did were for free will, for not being a victim. So the first one was about free will. So let's do that. Okay, that's the one we'll do. So together. I mean, you can do them, of course, all of them on your own. All right, but just imagine a big picnic blanket, spread it out in front of you, and just heap onto it anything that you're ready to clear right now, any energy blocks that would be good for you to clear right now. just in general, like any energy blocks that are kind of bugging you that you really should clear right now, but also any energy blocks that are in the way of you having free will. So the ability to make your own choices and decisions. So go ahead and just heap all that onto a blanket, whatever you're ready to clear right now. And then notice how big that pile is. And if you notice that, or just imagine the pile and its size, that helps you be more in your 6th chakra. You could also even touch the front of your forehead and just imagine yourself sort of viewing from behind there. And that helps you to just not judge and just not be connected to that pile, because you don't want to be connected to those energy blocks. They're going to melt better if you're not sort of bonded to that pile. So just now use gold light. I actually brought up also in the healing, I brought up red, orange, and yellow earth energy like all at once into the people's piles. Just, I don't know, it was fun. And so you could do that, just bring up from the center of the earth red, orange, and yellow earth energy all into that pile of energy blocks, and then lots and lots of gold light, and just melt away that pile of energy blocks. And again, that's cool because you're clearing energy blocks that are in the way of you having free will and making mindful choices and decisions. And if you feel like you just get pushed and pulled a lot in your life and you don't make mindful choices and decisions, either spending mindful choices and decisions, or relationship mindful choices and decisions, or time management mindful choices and decisions, then, this is for you. This is great for you, let's say. So just keep using gold light until that pile is all gone. Yay, my pile's gone. And if you have any leftovers, you can just wrap it up in the blanket, wrap up the leftover energy blocks, and just push the blanket towards your angels. Imagine your angels out in front of you and just be like, angels, just say with your mind, angels, please, can you recycle all this for me? So after that, I felt like people needed a little bit of regrounding work. So I did the tricolor earth energy soak with people, which on a spirit level, you can do in like 30 seconds, all 3 colors. So right now, maybe let's just do one color. So if you want pick your own color. I'm going to do yellow right now. So big yellow grounding, bring up the yellow earth energy all the way up through your whole body, your whole aura, your face, your head, the back of your head, your neck, above your head, all the layers of your aura. The yellow earth energy, bring up an extra amount from the center of the earth all the way up to the top of your aura, and then bring it back down, the earth energy and grounding level, so that it's at the height of your 3rd chakra for productivity. All right, cool. So I felt like that really cleaned people out. Well, we did the tricolor, then we did red, and then we did orange, and we did yellow, like bring it all the way up and then down to the 3rd, and then the different color. And I felt like that was great for clearing out energy blocks. I didn't even have to clear out rugs for people after that. We just did the tricolor earth energy soak. And then we did another one, which if you want, you can do on your own, which is, so you could write that down if you want to work on that more on your own, the blanket exercise for free will and making mindful choices and decisions and actions. So blanket exercise for free will and making mindful choices and decisions and actions. And then we did another blanket exercise because the angels pointed out a different sample person and what did they need. And they were being a victim about boundary issues with family members. So they were kind of caught in this victim game, this victim pattern, let's say. So that's another one you can do, and you can write down in your meditation journal, which can be a very simple journal, ladies and gentlemen, $2 at your local store down the street. But you can keep a meditation journal. I totally recommend it. And just, when you meditate, just jot down some notes, or now jot down some ideas for you later when you want to meditate. So any energy blocks, keeping you in a victim pattern. Any energy blocks keeping you, making it hard for you to have boundaries, strong boundaries with people. Then I did a little bit of 7th chakra healing. So you imagine, I imagine a copy of people's 7th chakra, and I helped everybody to heal that. So when you do it for yourself, just imagine your 7th chakra out in front of you, which actually, ideally would be purple in my mind, I would say. But of course, no silver. So just purple, and open in the top and open at the bottom, right? And just make it your favorite shade of purple. Make a copy out in front of you. And we're just gonna do that super quick. So unblock the top and the bottom, the round openings at the top and the bottom. Very nice. And then gold light. And as you soak it with gold light, just remind yourself that you can make your own decisions. I can make my own decisions. I also use affirmations with people. Not sure when it was. I think it was during the blanket exercise. I reminded people that they could let their burdens go and they could clear their blocked energy. So as they melted down their piles, as they did the blanket exercise and melted down the piles with gold light, I reminded people, you can let go of these burdens. It's okay. You can clear this blocked energy. You can let go of this blocked energy. Because I think, it might help you to remind yourself of that. So you could write that down in your meditation journal if you want, if you think that might help you as like a sample affirmation. I can let go of blocked energy. I can let these burdens go. But for the 7th, when I was helping people to heal it, I was just like, it's okay, guys. You can make your own decisions. You can have free will. You can make your own decisions. And then as a finishing touch, I had people create a big gold sun. And this, I have an old video as part of the strong energy. Oh, and if you want to heal your 7th chakra more in the top of your head, which is great, I have 2 videos on the 7th chakra. Just, search through my YouTube channel for 7th chakra, and there are 2 of them that say 7th chakra part 1, 7th chakra part 2. Calling back your energy, that is part of the old 5-video series called Strong Energy Boundaries. And that's listed on my YouTube channel under playlists. If you look at all the playlists, there's one from a while back called Strong Energy Boundaries. And one of the videos in there is called Calling Your Energy Back and Giving Cleanly. And that's how we finished this healing, because one of the people that the angels pointed out really needed that, because they were getting so drained. And it was like they never called their energy back from all these people. And so they were always depleted. And I think it's important to, do the blanket exercise to sort of end that victim pattern, so you just don't let people drain you. But the fact of the matter is, so many people have already drained you. You may as well take your energy back from those people. So, just do it right now. Just create a big gold sun out in front of you, and you can make it even expand as you get back your energy. So use it like a magnet. So this big gold sun is like a magnet, and it just calls back your energy from wherever you left it, or whoever took it. And just it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it calls back your unique life force, because that unique life force of yours, it's not going to help anybody else. It's just going to block them up. They maybe took it thinking it would help them, but it's not going to help. And then just shine it back on yourself. And that's another good way to end the victim patterns and end the guilt, is to give to yourself. And really, this is the best way to give to yourself, is to give to yourself your own energy, your own life force. You know, it reverses all the victimization. You just call your energy back and give it to yourself. So again, if you feel like you're drained a lot, or you feel like you're a victim a lot, you know, you can write this down in your meditation journal. You know, Gold Sun, call energy back. You know, it's something you could do. So that was the whole healing. So I hope you like that. Oh, and note for the next 2 triplet sets, there are actually going to be 3 triplet sets in October, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to that. The first one starts right at the end of September, September 29th. And then there are 2 others in October. But I already have ideas, potential ideas for the first 2 sets. So the one that starts September 29th, that one, I believe, I'm not writing it in stone or anything, but I believe the theme of that one is going to be life purpose. How cool is that? So helping you to feel your life purpose energy. So not necessarily like by the end of the triplet set, you'll be like, oh my God, I know everything about my life. I have total wisdom. But, you know, to get more of a sense of that energy of, you know, your purpose, even on a subconscious, like just a gut feeling kind of level. So life purpose energy will be the theme that, of course, we have to build up to it. That I'm not going to be able to open that up for people in just the first healing of the set, but by the end of the set, we'll get to it. If that's what I do for that one, but I think that's what I'll do for that one. So that's September 29th triplet set. And then the October, whatever, the earlier one. And then the one after that will be, what was that one? I'm going to look in my meditation journal. Oh, self-healing ability. Yeah. To open up your motivation and your skill at healing yourself. And your ability to make the time for it. Stop making excuses. Okay, cool. So I think you guys are awesome. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumbs up and a comment if you wish, because that helps the video. All right, bye.